have a lot of fun experiences that they will enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Hold on, I need to pull up my phone for my notes. I made my speech in ChatGPT. I'm just kidding.
There you go. Attitude of mind, which means he cares a lot.
Okay. Let's see. I think what I want to do is I want to tell a couple of stories. Some about my interpretation of happiness, and some about me interpreting other people's happiness. And then something else that I want to talk about is like, I feel like when we study the 5 precepts at Jua, at temple, it's like too literal. There's not like a good modern day interpretation. So I thought maybe we could break down one of those and talk about them together. But first I'm gonna start with stories. Hello? First I'm gonna start with stories because I think that's more fun. I heard us talking about Asian pressure earlier. That's one of the things that I want to talk about. So when I was growing up, and this is about my interpretation of true happiness for what my mom wanted for me when I was young, right? So she would always say stuff like, "Why can't you be like your cousin? He gets the best grades in school. When are you gonna be doctor? You know, when I go to the nail salon, the lady, her son, he gets straight A's. Why can't you get straight A's?" Right? And so when I was like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 or 9, in that age range, I thought that happiness for my mom was like doing really good so she could show off to her friends. So we had this school event where after school, your parents come to school, you're not there, but you're supposed to like write a composition, like a paragraph, like a little story, and they're gonna post it on the wall so that your parents can read it and see, right? And they're like, write a message to your parents, like write something meaningful, right? So I was like, oh, I'm gonna write a message to my mom. So on the composition, I'm like, yeah, you know, they're like write about your dream or something like that. And I was like, okay, so my dream is that I get really, really good grades. I want to get straight A's so that my mom can go to the nail salon and she can tell her friends that I got straight A's, and I can be the person that other people get compared to.
Did you?
No. That's not the point of the story.
I understand. I want to make it light.
Yeah.
Make it light.
So they post all of these on the wall, right? Like all the parents are there. And my mom goes and she reads that and she's like, "Why would you write that? I don't want other parents to see it." But in my heart, I know that that's true. I know that that's what she wanted. I guess the point of this is that like, I don't know what the point is. Go ahead, Doing. I just thought the story was funny. No, I'm just kidding. The point of the story is that like happiness can mean different things to different people, and at that time I thought that was what would make my mom happy, and it was not successful. She came home and she said, "Don't do that ever again. I don't want to see any parents saying that." So that's one story. I think another story where I learned about someone's happiness is a story that involves Sakochung Ang. When I was young, I actually didn't like coming to Huatu. I was like, oh, this is boring. But the reason that I really liked to come initially was because I had a huge crush on a girl that was in my group. So I was like, yes.
Oh. God, is she still coming to the temple?
I have a girlfriend now. It's okay. It's good. It's good. Dang. Once I start talking about liking people, everyone's like, yeah, tell me more. Okay, so it was different. So we would actually stay over at the temple. We would stay at night, right? So downstairs, where like the Vietnamese school is, it wasn't like as nice as before. There weren't like walls and everything with like doors. It was just like wooden, like pieces of wood that separate the room, kind of. And so that's where we would have Vietnamese school, but that's where we would also sleep when we stayed at temple, right? And what we would do is we would stay up really late playing Nintendo DS and then not wake up in the morning when we were supposed to come up and do chanting. And the girl that I liked also stayed, and we were supposed to go chant in the morning, and she was like, I'm just going to hide under the table and I'm going to escape. I don't want to do chanting today. I'm too tired. We stayed up too late playing games yesterday. And so Coach Rang was like, where is she? She has to come up and chant. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And so she's like, come downstairs with me. We're going to go look for her right now. And so, like, I don't know if the tables are the same, right? But what we would do is we would take all the tables and stack them together so you could lay on it like a bed. And then we put mats on it and sleep on it with sleeping bags, right? The boys and girls slept in different rooms, just to be clear. So she is hiding under the table. She's like, if the bed of tables is like this, she's like over here in the back, hiding way under the table. And so Coach Rang was like, okay, we're going to go and we're going to look everywhere to find her. And so like she's in one room, I'm in the other room, and then I'm in the room that the girl's in, and I'm looking down, I'm like, I don't see anyone. She's not here. So I totally lie. She's mad at the time, but I got points with the girl, so it was good, right? It was good in the moment.
So you knew Sister Joanne? We don't remember. We're too old.
It's okay. Me too. I'm old too.
Continue.
I lie successfully. She is able to skip morning chanting, right? And it's like the last day, and we finish up. We're cleaning up. Kwatu's over. It's me and Siko. We're like downstairs cleaning up the downstairs, and she said something to me that kind of like made me understand about someone else's interpretation of true happiness, and also made me feel really bad, because like essentially what I'm telling you is a story about me lying to Siko, right? Basically I told her, I was like, I'm grateful that you guys put on the retreat. It's really fun. I enjoy it a lot. I get to see people that I like. And Siko was like, like, I wake up super early so that we can do our morning chanting before we do the things for you guys. And it's been so busy all day that, like, I've barely eaten. But the thing is, like, when I see you guys hang out together, like, it feels like I'm not tired anymore. It feels like I'm not hungry anymore. And so for me, I felt like she was telling me about her true happiness. And I don't know if I've told you this story or not yet, but, like, now you know I lied to you. So I think that there are like many ways that you can find happiness, right? For her in that moment, finding happiness was helping me and the other people that were coming to Kwatu understand Buddhism better, understand ourselves better. So that's the second story. And I guess the last story I feel like is going to be about how happiness changes over time, right? My girlfriend and I have been dating for 6 years now. I know, long time. When are you going to get married? When are you going to make babies?
Yes,
when is it going to start?
Yes.
When is it going to start playing?
Married?
When is it going to start playing piano and violin and getting straight A's?
No.
I'm just kidding. But so we've been dating for 6 years now, and she and I started dating long distance. She was in Texas for law school, and I was living in Boston, just working there. And to give you some context, it's... Yeah?
ก็สโก is curious what is your occupation now
I'm a data scientist. So we started dating long distance, and so to give you some context, right? Boston and Austin in Texas are 4 hours away by. It's 4 hours away by plane, right?
God
Yeah.
are you living in Austin now
No, I live here now.
oh
Yeah. So it's 4 hours away by plane. It takes an hour to get to the airport. It takes an hour to get from the airport there to where she lives. So it's like a expensive flight and 6 hours of travel time, basically, right? And for me at that time, happiness was working all week, taking my suitcase to work on Friday, flying to go see her on the weekend, like right after work on Friday, and then I wanted to hang out with her for as long as possible, right? I was only going to see her once a month because that's all I could afford to do, right? But I wanted to stay with her for as long as possible. And so like my solution was I will fly out on the latest possible flight and leave on the earliest possible flight, right? So I leave Friday after work, and then Monday morning at like 3 a.m., I'll fly back and then go to work, right? And for me, that was happiness because like I got to maximize the time that I would spend with her. And I think that the interesting thing is that like happiness changes over time, right? Like what makes you happy changes over time. What factors allow you to be happy also change over time, right? And the interesting thing is, so now she's done with law school, and she's working as a lawyer. She's very smart, smarter than me for sure. Oh yeah, smarter than me for sure, right? And before I was working as a data scientist, I was working at a seed startup, if that means anything to you. I was working at a seed startup as a machine learning engineer, and what it means to work at a seed startup and be a corporate lawyer is that you work like a ton of hours, right? Like how many hours a day do you go to school? Is it like 8 hours a day? 6 hours a day? 6, 7? So anyway, let's come back, right? What that means is that both of us are working like insane hours. Like we're both working like 60 to 80 hours per week. And so the interesting thing is that now we live together. We have a house together. Not married yet, but we have a house together. But we are so busy now that we spend less time with each other than we did when I was flying to see her while she was in law school. And so now, like, happiness for me is like we both finish work and then we watch a cooking show together for like an hour and then we go to sleep. And so you never know what happiness is at the time, and you never know what factors are gonna like make you happy or are going to inhibit your happiness at the time. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is like treasure the happiness that you have at the time and know that what makes you happy is gonna change over time. So that's the stories. Can we talk about the precepts now?
no we
No?
don't need
We
that
have to go?
no we have enough precepts correct
Yeah.
the 5 precepts you want to hear more
No more?
we have enough
Should I tell more stories?
yes more stories no precepts yeah I think that the story is more relevant and they can relate to that much better. God, they hear about precepts here all the time.
But I've already told all the stories I prepared. I don't have any more.
Okay, precepts then.
What if we just let them go early?
No, no, no. One more.
Okay, fine. I'll do my job. Hold on.
Gong,
Yes?
make sure you do it with love.
I know.
No pressure.
Yeah. So,
I am Asian, but no.
okay,
No.
I'll get an A. Let's see. So I think the purpose of coming to temple, at least for me, right, is that like you learn about this so that you can hopefully apply it to your everyday life, right? The guy over there who answered earlier, I feel like he did a really good job. Good job. You. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So, you learn this stuff here so that hopefully you can apply it in everyday life. But I think that sometimes the interpretation is like too literal, right? Like, don't kill. I'm not gonna kill. I know that, right? So how can we take what we're learning and interpret it ourselves? So I think that the one that I want to talk about is, can someone remind me? There's like one about like not taking drugs, not consuming alcohol. Yeah. The use of drugs and stimulants, yeah. So I think like this is a very literal one, right? And I also don't think that like I don't think that it's like fully avoidable, right? Like, let's say that my best friend is getting married, and I don't really drink, but he's like, "Will you drink with me on my wedding?" I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, I'll drink with you on your wedding," right? And then drugs are also like medical. You're not gonna like not take your eczema medication because it's like considered a drug, right? So like a fully literal interpretation, I think, is not the best way to look at the precepts. And we're only gonna talk about one, and then I'll be done. So you don't have to pay attention to 5. Yeah. So I think that if we interpret this one like a little bit more loosely, right? Well, I need to check my notes. I forgot. Yeah. So if we think about like the common interpretation of drugs, right? It's something that like numbs you. It takes you away from the present moment. It like reduces your senses a little bit. And so let's take that interpretation and think about like other things that maybe like reduce our senses, make us numb, like let us mindlessly waste time. I think that like for me, right, the equivalent is like being on my phone at night and being like, right? I think everyone's done that before, maybe. And I don't think that there is inherently something wrong with like doom scrolling on your phone, but like the awareness that you're doing it and knowing that it's like good for you or bad for you is something that's worth keeping in mind, right? And I think that when we think about the 5 precepts, we should try to find like modern interpretations of it, right? So like not necessarily like, I don't think that you're gonna like take drugs and drink alcohol, right? But you may do whatever the equivalent is, which is like waste time on your phone, staring at a guy, running into a wall or something like that. That's all I got. Go. I'm out of material.
Go, you are good. Go for the other one. No, right there.
Okay.
Yay. Done. That's it. You want to hear more? No? We done? Okay, we done.
You want to ask me questions about how to go to college?
Yes. Gong. What happened in college, so on and so forth. How do you maintain a stable relationship with your boyfriend or girlfriend? Practical, Gong, practical.
You want to let them ask questions? They can. Are you talking about freshman year in high school? you can do bad your freshman year. If you continue to do better, if you show improvement, it's still good. Sophomore, junior, first semester of senior year. You will send your freshman grades. Your cumulative GPA of all the time up until you get there is your cumulative GPA. But what they will do is they'll look at your cumulative GPA and they'll be like, 3.5, right? But maybe your GPA in year 1 is like 2.7, and then in like year 2 it's 3.5, and then in year 4 it's 4. In year 3 it's 4, and they're like, oh, this person, their growth curve is good, right? You're welcome. What's up? My true happiness during college, it was playing games until I can't stay awake anymore because no one can tell me that I need to go to sleep.
How did you do in college? Did you fail or did you pass your courses?
I was a good student.
See?
But
So it's okay to stay up and play your games to your heart content. But don't forget that you also have school, correct?
yeah, it's the interesting thing
Yes.
is that when I went to college, I was very fortunate. I went to school on a full ride,
Yes.
so paid nothing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You hear that? Repeat that, Gong. Full scholarship.
I went to school for no money.
There you go. Can you achieve that?
No. Too much pressure. It's okay. It's okay.
No, then you can play games all you like.
Yeah, go to college very far away, get a full ride, ignore your parents, play games all you want. No, but
Perfect.
my GPA was not as good because I wasn't paying for it. So after I finished undergrad, I went to grad school, and I was paying for it with my own money. And then I really wanted to get good grades because I was spending money on it. I can keep answering questions. Do we have to go?
Yeah, we have to go, but
You can ask me later.
Yep, he gonna hang out with us. And the thing is, thank you and Johnathan. I know he was very young, and then I keep an eye on him a lot, very strict. The final things is Suko want to share with you is the precept or whatever you learn. You are the one who bring them to life. Without you practice it, whatever you learn, they're not alive. So the precept, the same everything that I have learned in the temple, but he put in practice in his life. That's why bring is alive. So it's blossom, beautiful the way he are right now. Is you are the one make decision. Okay, so keep in mind you the one have, like the other day Thầy tell us, you are have the power to choose to change it. So that's it. Okay, now we have time to go for lunch. So we would like to recite the Buddha name, and then you can go directly to into the dining hall. Okay? Thank you for listening and practice together. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Di Đà Phật. Nam Mô A Di Đà Phật. Okay, please go to the dining hall. Thank you.